Alright, so this is this is the last part for now, I guess. It's, well, not really. It's just the last of what I have written, and probably what I'm gonna upload all at once. I'm gonna keep uploading. It's just I'm fucking getting off track. But anyways, I'm gonna finish reading what I have so far. I think that you might have just seen the video change, but don't worry, it's fine. But yeah, this is all I have for now. I'll probably keep reading as I add more to the story. But yeah, this part has the main character actually describe their appearance as well. So, you know, there's that. This is probably gonna be the shortest one, so, you know, there's that. I turned towards the tower I was forced to call home for my entire life. I'm leaving the person I was forced to be here to die, and the tower will fall with them, I say as I stare at the tower. I see. Well, I sure as hell won't stop you. There's not any use for this tower now after all. Phobia says, encouraging my plan. A light-consuming orb of shade forms in my clawed hand as I toss it effortlessly towards the tower. The orb seems to implode on itself as it dragging in the gray stone of the tower before releasing a burst of energy in the form of an explosion, sending debris flying in every direction before disappearing completely. I looked blankly at the now destroyed tower for a few moments. Destroying the tower didn't get rid of what happened to me, that's for sure. But it did feel good to get rid of it, if only a little. I'm brought back to reality by Phobia's voice. Feel any better now that your prison has been destroyed? He asked. A little, but not that much, I reply. Good, this is just the beginning after all, he says, following up on his last statement. I ignore his statement and simply ask when we're leaving. I'm not the one in control here. It's up to you when we start our little stroll, Phobia says. I guess I should have expected that, I think to myself. With nothing else left for me at my prison, I turn my back on it and walk forward down a path that could lead to hope or grief, depending on your view. There was one definite on this path. Whatever may happen, whatever I may do, destruction won't be far behind me. I'm not the hero of this story, and I haven't really come to peace with that yet, but this is the path I'm choosing, and I don't intend to turn back. Hours pass as I walk in the direction Phobia tells me to, and he tutors me on how the world works. Despite the heavy amount of magic used and the long walk, I don't feel all that tired. Physically, at least. Having been secluded from the rest of the world for all my life left me naive to the world outside the tower. While I had books I read while in there, I never really came face to face with anything in them. Until recently, that is. If there's one thing I can appreciate this world for, it would be its appearance. It's beautiful, to say the least, and I think my dog is done barking after that pause. Let me find where I fucking was. It's beautiful, to say the least, and seeing only some of what it had to offer, it overloaded my mind a bit. That combined with Phobia's lecture and being revived from death not even a day earlier, and, well, we set up camp near a river on a seemingly abandoned path. I use the word camp loosely, however. I was able to use my puppeteering magic to set up a hammock made of strong thread between a few trees, but besides that, there wasn't much. Phobia let out a sigh as I sat down near the river. We still have quite a distance to travel till we get to Dryan, you know. He paused for a moment before continuing. Well, I suppose I can't blame you too much. A lot has happened in only a small amount of time. Still, try to recharge quickly, alright? I only nod as a reply, more focused on the reflection in the river. A moon shining beautifully into it as its form is mirrored in the water, alongside millions of stars reflected in the same fashion as they shine down from the night sky. Among the beauty of the night reflected in the river, however, is my own reflection as well. I had seen my reflection before at the tower, but the person that stared back to me was still unfamiliar. The me I remember was on the shorter side with orange hair, pale skin, and two ordinary brown eyes, pretty much only ever wearing what I had been given. And while some of that was still true of the person in the reflection, several differences were easy to spot. My height was still unremarkable, and my outfit was still pretty boring, just being a dark green long-sleeve shirt and pants of a similar color. But while my face and most of my skin was still pale, a pitch-black marking around my now red left eye had formed. The marking went from around my eye all the way over to my left arm, the arm that had completely changed from anything human-like into a strange crystal-like claw. Beyond that, my hair had changed from the color it should have been into a color similar to the markings now on my face. I continued looking at the reflection of myself as if it was a stranger. Worried about the new look? Don't worry yourself too much. It's just how you look when you're using my power. Your normal look still exists. It just only shows up when you aren't using my power, Phobia says, most likely sensing my confused feelings. Can I do that at any time? I ask quietly. Yeah, you can swap which form you have whenever. It should come naturally if you just try to do it. Though I recommend only using your original form for when we're in public places that you aren't planning on destroying at that exact moment. After all, this form is significantly stronger, he tells me, the last bit stinging a little. Even if I can't deny it, without Phobia's assistance, I'm weak. Don't take that the wrong way, though. As I've stated before, my power is yours. We're one and the same. You're still strong, and this current form isn't any less you. It's just a different you. I stay quiet, not really knowing how to feel. After a few moments of that silence, I walk over to the hammock and climb onto it. I'm going to sleep for a bit, I say in a dull tone. You do that, Phobia says, as darkness begins to consume my vision, and a feeling of exhaustion takes over my mind. Yeah, this one was a bit shorter, but this is what I have so far. Yeah, this is what I have so far, I guess. I don't know. I know this isn't like, high class, epic, big great writing, but this is something I've really enjoyed doing recently, and I kind of feel like sharing it now. So yeah, I'll probably keep writing this, and probably keep uploading videos of me reading it, even if this doesn't get much attention, which, it probably won't, but I don't care that much. Any people who do see it, I'll be happy about that. So yeah, I guess this is it for now, and see ya.